This video is to demonstrate pairing and configuration of Casambi Xpress switch. This switch has 4 preset buttons. This 2 buttons that you see on the sides are for changing the intensity of light, and the buttons on top and bottom are for changing the color temperature of the light. To begin with the pairing of this Casambi Xpress switch, tap on More. Press any button to wake the Casambi Xpress switch. Tap on Nearby Device. Here you would see the unpaired Casambi switch. Tap on it once and add it to that network. Once the Casambi switch is added to the network, you would see this switch in the switches option. Tap on the Express switch. When you scroll down, you would see preset options 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you scroll down more, you can see the option as Use Toggle, which is enabled. Enabling this button would turn on and off that particular luminaire or scene or group. The other option that you see is long press all off. If you long press any button for more than 3 seconds, all the luminaires in that network will turn off. For now, I disable this option since I do not want all the lights to turn off on long press. Now, to start with the configuration of the switch, I create a group and a scene that I want to trigger from this Express switch. For that, I go to Luminaire tab. I click on Group, which is on top left corner. I select the luminaire that I want and click on File option on top right corner. I name the group. As you can see, a group is created. I tap on Done. Now I go to Scenes. I create a scene that I want to trigger from this Express switch. For that, I click on Add Scene. Here I name the scene. I click on Add a Scene and select the luminaire that I want in this particular scene. I select the dim level that I desire and the color temperature that I want. I click on Continue. I click on Done, and as you can see, a scene is created. Now I go to More option for assigning these scenes and groups to the Express switch. I click on One Not in Use. I click on Not in Use. Here I can either select a luminaire, a group, or a scene, or all the luminaires to work in that particular button. Currently, I require only one luminaire to turn on or off or change intensity from the button 1. So I tap on Control a Luminaire. I click on Luminaire and select the luminaire that I want. I click on Done. I click on Done again. And as you can see, the luminaire is now paired to button number 1. I click on 2 Not in Use and follow the same steps. Here I want to control a group, so I click on Control a Group and assign the group that I want to be triggered. For third, I want to trigger a scene, so I tap on Scene and select the scene that I want. In fourth, I want all the luminaires in that particular network to function together. Thus, I click on Control All Luminaires and click on Done. As you can see, all the 4 buttons are now configured with their desired luminaire scenes and groups. I click on Back. Let us see whether this functions as desired. As on button 3, I had all the luminaires paired, all the luminaires turn on together. I change the intensity of the light by long pressing this button, and to change the color temperature, I long press these two buttons. As you can see, it is going towards the cooler hue. And for warmer, I long press this button. Click on the same button to turn off that particular group. On 1, I had paired only this luminaire, which has turned on. Increase the intensity by long pressing the plus button. Decrease the intensity by long pressing the minus button. In button 2, I had paired these two luminaires. So I click on it and both the luminaires have turned on. I decrease the intensity of light by long pressing this button, and to change the color temperature, I long press these buttons. So this is how you can pair and configure the Casambi Xpress switch with the Casambi app.